What's up guys, and welcome back to another episode of the EA FC Career Mode. It's episode number 61. Don't want to jinx things, but AC Milan finally on a roll after such a poor run of form. Today we're going to get into the January transfer window as we officially end the first half of the season. And once Reinders leaves, we should have a budget of around £35 million, maybe 37 to 40 at a stretch. So yeah, loads to get through today. We're starting off with the first Milan derby of the save. Inter at the San Siro, technically our home game, as we aim to keep pace with league leaders and stay in the top four. Forza Milan. Soppy to Simon's lovely body feint, and Cox getting on the move. He'll be sent down the right. Can he get away? Yes, he can. No, he can't. But it's deflected into the middle. Leao! We've had so much bad luck to start this season off. I think we deserve a little bit of good fortune. Joel Cox knew nothing about that. But the ricochet deflects into Xavi Simons, who quickly, intelligently offloads to Leao. First time finish with the left foot past Kaczmarek. And Milan have the lead before the break. Really lucky goal, but considering what we've had to start the season off, I think we deserve a bit of good karma. Milan in front. It's not been a classic of a Milan derby, but wins are wins. And you know we'll take a 1-0. Cox couldn't get away, sandwiched, and not in a good way, as Inter look for that late leveller. Balogun. Oh no, 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 yes! And that is going to do it. Brandon Soppy will hoof it. And Milan will hold on. Gotta be honest, that was a poor Milan derby. Really, the only thing going on was the goal. But we hold on to the 3 points courtesy of Leao's early strike in the first half. And it's my first Milan derby, and it ends with a victory as well. We've turned the corner and then some. Massive win. And as Napoli beat Monza, you know, I got it wrong in the last episode. I said there was a winter break. There's not anymore. But even so, we do have a few days before the following game, which is the Super Cup, and a winter break kind of occurs there, really, except for the 4 teams that aren't involved in it. Those are the winners and the runner-up of both the Serie A and the Coppa Italia. So there we go then. Reinders is off as the January window opens. That will see our budget, I believe, rise to, again, £38 million, maybe, something like that. Okay, 41 million. So in the end, the board don't skim as much on the top as I thought. How much do we get for him again? Wasn't it 20 million? Wasn't it 20 million? Oh no, I can't find it. But even so, yeah, up to 41 million in the end then. So quite a bit of money to work with in the January window here. And as I just put 2 more players on my academy, I'm going to put another one in here, Afonso Almeida from Brazil. We are finding some players with really high market valuations this season with Milan, and you don't see it. So now our youth team is looking like this. Bianco's still probably my most exciting in the academy right now, as a 17-year-old centre forward at 6 foot. But there is Almeida and Jankovic, who I've just given academy scholarships to. And Clever Garcia is still growing okay. And the other one was this guy here, Diego Guerra. So yeah, youth team looking pretty solid here with Milan. Next up, the Super Cup. And obviously I'd like to win it, but not going to be too fast if we don't make the final. Yeah, I do wonder if England might adopt this stance in years to come. You know, obviously Spain have done it with their Super Cup. Same with Italy as well. You know, 4 teams, the winners and the runners-up of both the league and the cup in a mini sort of tournament, if you will, midway through the season. So I quite like the Charity Shield. You know, for the stick it gets, I quite like it personally. You know, it's a nice day out for the kids. You know, it's the week before the official curtain raiser in the Premier League as well. I quite like it, to be fair, as Ramos hits it straight at the keeper. And Fiorentina will clear. But this is also quite a cool format as well, you know. I think it does make it a bit more meaningful. But again, as Kone's denied too, it does obviously take place midway through the season when there could be, you know, let's just say more important league fixtures to come. As we do have the breakthrough. If at first you don't succeed, try again. 2 saves by Mantum. I want to see that again. That's a good deflection. Tanguy Nianzou is claiming it, but I think I might have taken a deflection off Jared Brandfeit, you know. Yes, I think it did. It probably should have been saved regardless, but I think that will be Nianzou's goal. But it did take a nick off the former Evertonian. Milan in front, but Nianzou claims it. And we strike first in the Super Cup semi. Williams to Kone. Out wide is Samuel. Back inside. And a nice build up here. Could see Williams through down the right. Instead he decides to step in field and played a great through ball to Goncalo Ramos, who really needs a goal. I still believe in you, mate. I do. I really do. You might have lost your place to Joel Cox in that centre forward role, but I still believe you can come good, man. Goncalo centre forward, lovely move from Milano, and finished off by the ex-Benfica forward as well. It's been a season of struggle, but I still believe he'll come good. 2-0 Milan, and I think we're booking our place in the final here. Second half begins, leading by 2. Made a couple of changes at the break, feeling as though we're looking like we've got 1 foot in the final. But this season we've already surrendered a 2-goal lead twice to not win a game. That's pretty poor, isn't it? In fact, you've seen quite a few comebacks from 2-0, both for us and against us this season, including our first ever away day game, where we were 2-0 down against Udinese and claimed a point. That's saying 2-0 is the most dangerous lead. I know it's a bit of a joke, not said completely without jest, but this season, well, I mean, I'm starting to think there is an element of truth to it, if nothing else. But in this game here, I don't think there's any truth at all, because it's been all Milan, and Volpato wraps it up off the bench. That will do it. Milan 3, Fiorentina 0. We are through to the final of the Super Cup. Milan's winning run going to get extended to 6 in all competitions, and whilst we will lose the clean sheet there through Paul Vanna, the young Bayern wonder kid, I really don't see us capitulating from here. If it was 2-0, then maybe, but surely 3-0 is too big of a lead to surrender. 25 minutes to go, I think we're going to be alright. Oh, lovely offload by Vanna, and Jesus, wow. 10 minutes to go, it's 3-2. I've emptied the bench thinking this game is done, but maybe it's not. The Brazilian with the finish. Perkovic, Volpato, season opening. Oh, this has got to do it. Longo, denied, Ramos denied, Volpato off the line, and Fiorentina breathing, and out of nowhere the Super Cup has spawned into life. Is that going to do it? Surely, ref, come on now. Where's that full-time whistle? We've had the minute. Come on now. Where is it? There it is. And Milan hold on. Goodness gracious, Fiorentina made a game of that in the late stages, man. That was a great ending to what was looking like a formality. Fair play. But Milano hold on and put their place in the final. Man, that was a good ending to the game there. It was looking like a real formality, but instead, fantastic conclusion. And we got Inter again there. There's Barca putting a massive bid for Nico Williams. Sorry, a lot of stuff going on here. I need to have a look at this sort of stuff. Oh yeah, we had a bid for Ali, which I just never end up doing anything about. Fazini's coming back from injury, and the bid for Nico Williams from Barcelona. It's a decent bid for our backup right back. I'm not against accepting it, but he did only sign a contract in the summer. So instead, I'm going to wait until this summer coming, I should say, before I think about bids. Goodness. So, by the way, for those who wanted to see how Luton are getting on right now, both in the Champions League and, of course, the Premier League, obviously we can't check the domestic cups in England, but as to the Champions League, I'll go through all the groups here. They topped their group with 6 wins in 6. Man, we have left them in a good place, haven't we? And they're through to take on Stade Rennais in the last 16, so I fancy them getting through that tie there against the French side. And as to the Premier League 2 right now, obviously last season we had an abysmal season finishing in 7th, while right now in the Premier League, Luton Town are 9th, so having an even worse season thus far, although they're getting it done in Europe at least. So moving straight on to the final then, and it's Inter once again. It will be our second of 3 Milan derbies today in what is my first technical cup final with Milan, with a chance to win our first bit of silverware. Inter in the Super Cup final. Bennett, get on the deck, mate, get on the deck, well done. Well done, there we go, nicely done, nicely done. Still tied at 0-0. There's Brandon, looks to run down this right and slide it down the flank, which he's done well. Ramos is waiting, it will come to him. Easy, easy money. There was that one man over, and right behind him another. It was Kone and Leao, I think it was, and I just knew, all I had to do was just work that ball in there. And even if a cover defender came across, I could offload it again. In the end, there was a space for Kone to shoot, which he does, and he scores as well. Manu Kone, I think, is probably my signing of the season so far, if not Joel Cox. I mean, he has been so big. He wins the ball back a lot, makes some crucial interceptions, but also as well, he's got a few good assists and a few good goals too, including our first in the Super Cup. He's been an amazing pickup. Final chance to half for Inter. Oh, what a ball. Patino. Oh, off the post. Charlie Patino. Showing what he did at Luton and what he can do at Inter. Playing it through, and Balogun smacks the woodwork, and we escape heading into the break. Still leading by 1, but just like the first Milan derby in my career. Very tense and very nervy. It's the final minute of normal time. Just like the first Milan derby we played. Very tense. Holding on to a slender 1-goal lead. As Soppy does well, and that should do it. No, it dropped behind for a corner. It did. And one final chance for Inter to force extra time. Whipped in by Camavinga. And the header by Goretzka. His first and only touch goes just over. And Milan survive. Our first bit of silverware. And it's the Super Cup. I got battered in the Charity Shield with Luton last season. But this, my first, what you call, Community Shield Super Cup. It's the Super Cup won by Milan, and whilst it's not a major honour, it's my first bit of silverware with Milan. We will take it. Why is it that the news article after like a final always looks really, really dodgy? What is going on there, man? Seriously. But yeah, you know, it's not a major honour. No one's going to pretend it is, obviously. I mean, if you look at the past like 10, 15 years of Super Cup finals, in fact, I've got it up, the list up here now. The majority of them have been actually played away from Italy. You know, 4 of the last 5, I think, or is that? No, 3 of the last 6 have been, 3 of the last 5, my goodness, I can't even count, have been played in Saudi Arabia. Then you've had a few in Qatar, a few in China as well. So, you know, it's obviously not a major honour, but it is a trophy regardless, and we shall take it. But to be fair, if you were to have offered me the Super Cup or 3 points here on the weekend against Inter in the following Milan derby, this time in the Serie A, I would have taken the latter. But let's see if we can get it regardless. Yep, 4th game today. Inter again. 3rd Milan derby in 2 weeks. As we take on one of the San Siro once more. As we aim to keep pace with the league leaders Napoli and keep them at bay right now. Trying to stay in the top 4. It's been an excellent run for Milan. Our best since joining them. To get a little trophy added to the mix as well. Always nice. The question is, how long can you keep it going? With big games coming here in January. Aiming to stay pace with the league leaders. Great ball for Vega. And... yes! Away from the chasing pack, just outside the top 4, Pobega drills home, Milan have the lead, and right now we are on fire. I don't know whether to reinvest that Reinders money, you know. I'm not sure whether to just keep it for next season. Because at the moment, whilst I know depth isn't our biggest strength, it probably is our biggest weakness, all things considered. Vizzini is just coming back from injury. We've got players in the academy we can promote if we need to. I might just leave it, or maybe just sign like 1 or 2 young players just for the squad, you know. So at the moment, I think we're fine, even in the absence of Reinders. But Inter here, looking to find that leveler straight after we lead. Oh, and they've got it. What a goal. Balogun, the young American, with an absolutely brilliant strike. No chance for Mike. And Inter firing their leveler. Will they be the first time to stop this team, to stop this winning run? Well, that may well be the case. 12 minutes before the break, our leader's gone. But we could respond instantly. Samuel with the pace he's got. Question is now, can he finish? No, well wide. Corner. Milan, half an hour to go, still tied at 1-1 as we aim to get back in front for the 2nd time here and keep this winning run going. Joel's delivery is decent and Pobega gets his 2nd. Tommaso Pobega, 2 in the same game as Milano restore the lead. He hasn't scored a single league goal all season, and now in the derby he's got 2. That's the stuff you dream of. Cox's delivery was a really teasing one, and Pobega rises highest with 2 blue and black shirts around him as it nestles in to the far corner. Milan back in front. Brilliant game. Really good game though, and that's why you can't rule out into getting another one. Oh, off the post from Nico Williams, gets his own rebound, and Camavinga levels it in a thriller here at the San Siro. 4 goals, 22 minutes to go. Shot into the post, in to get the chance alive, and Eduardo makes it 2-2. What a game. Absolutely brilliant contest. And if our winning run was going to go, well, fair play, because this has been a great sign of resilience. Battling back from a goal down on 2 separate occasions against a team in the best form in the division. That shows character. 5 on the clock. Will there be a late winner? We're going to go for the same combo. Joel to Tommaso Babega. Clean off the line. No, he's going to go in. No. Oh my God. Scramble in the 6-yard area. Milan escape, but only temporarily. It'll come to Cox. It's Joe Cox denied. And in to get it away. What a game. Goodness gracious. What a game, man. What a game. You know, I say this often, but those are the games. Like, you know, everyone loves a good thrashing when you win 4 or 5-0 or whatever, but those games are so fun to play. Our winning run ended by our arch rivals Inter, but give them credit. Battling back from a goal down twice to claim the point. That was a great game. So, before the game, we did have a couple of interesting bids here. Another one for Nico Williams, this time from Cadiz, offering a swap deal here. I'm actually going to block the offers now. I'll allow them back in the summer after he's had at least 1 year on his contract extension. But a big bid for Ugarte, the Uruguayan anchorman wanted by Real Madrid. And I'm not against that, you know. 28 years old, 87 rated. But, you know, I've never actually used him before. And I would like to keep him until at least the summer window. So for now, I'm going to say no. And a bid for Samuel, as Juve want to give us Willie in exchange for him as well. And to be fair, it's actually a really good deal for a player that's 4 years younger. Italian as well for the core. But we only gave Samuel the extension in the summer as well. So once again, we're going to turn it down. Just because the timing just isn't really right. You know, if a player signs a new deal in the summer, it's unlikely they'll go within that same very season. Rarely it does happen, but it's very rarely. So for now, it's just not the right time. Following clash as the big games continue, 4th versus 2nd as Atalanta comes to the San Siro. Both teams trying to keep pace with the league leaders Napoli need a victory here. Atalanta would be such an amazing team for a career mode if EA could get their licensing back. I mean, you know, Northern Italy city of Bergamo means you've got some great rivalries in North Italy, including with the team we're using, Milan. Oh, brilliant build up there. Can Kone get away? Simon! Oh, fantastic build up. Just couldn't finish, as Doc says, for the 37th time in a row. But yeah, they'd be a great team, but it's just such a shame they've lost their licensing, you know. Called Bergamo Calcio. Obviously, you know who they are. But the kits are just, I don't know, it just ruins them for any kind of career mode, you know? Easy, easy. George Hall finish. Cracking finish with Scalvini tracking back. And George Hall, now Atalanta, gives the visitors the lead. Well, they are the closest threat to Napoli right now. So, not too surprised by the fact we trail. But this is where I start to get a little bit worried, you know? We are all aware of just how overpowered form is. So when you lose your run, you've got to make sure you don't lose the following one directly afterwards. Because we do not want to go back to where we were earlier this season, where we just couldn't buy a win. Rafael Leao gives us the leveller. At the very least, we need to draw this here. Free kick. Can we take this quickly? Yes, we can. Oh, what a save! Works in brilliantly from the quick free kick, but a brilliant save, and you can't do much about that. Still tied at 1-1. Oh, as Ramos heads just over. Return to winning ways here will be huge, man. I do see someone winning this game, but at the moment it could go either way. I'd say we've been slightly on top, but only slightly. With Atalanta's superb team as well. They've played some good football as well. And they've found a goal to restore the lead as well. This is a solid Atalanta team, man. And they've just retaken the lead as well. We need to challenge our Inter Milan and come back from 2 separate 1-goal deficits to tie this one here. Oh, I don't believe it, man. Some of the goals we conceded this season, I mean, you just can't do anything about them. Shot deflects off the, well, of all players, former Atalanta defender Scalvini, and it just wrong-foots Mike, who couldn't react on time. Honestly, some of the goals we have conceded this season are just so unlucky. Big ricochet off Scalvini. Mike can't change his footing on time, and I think that's going to do it. Can't blame Scalvini or Mike for that. Deflections like that, just bad luck. That's all it is, man. Just bad luck. And you just got to take it. It is what it is. Unfortunately. Oh. Is he on there, Nicholas Jackson? He is. Wow. Not only is our undefeated run coming to an end, it's getting ended with a bang. I've been battered. You know when I said I'd rather have the 3 points instead of the Super Cup, and that most managers would agree to that deal as well? I stand by that. Can I refund the Super Cup, please? Can I take the trophy back? Or allowed to win against Inter instead in the league? Because now it's no wins in 2 and just 1 point from 6, and that is not going to cut it when we want to try and stay in a title race. Following game, and you can file this one under must-win contest. Lecce struggling in the bottom 3 away from home. No wins in 2, simply have to put it right here to get back in the top 4. Look at that, man. Lecce winless at home to start this season off in their first 9. And just 3 points on the board for a possible 27. Oh, as Mike beats it behind. But you know what form is like, man. No wins in 2, so if we just got to grind this out, I'll take it. Still tied at 0-0 here. And the longer it goes on like this, the more you worry. Especially with the hosts looking a better team out there. "32 minutes in, we're behind to a side who haven't won at home yet. But I'm not surprised, no wins in our last 2. This is just the way the game goes. But there's still plenty of time. That's the one thing we've got on our side here. Joel Cox! Pick it back up, young man. Come on. Easy. Come on. We've done well to find a leveller instantly. It's not thrown away in the hands. He does well now. 2 minutes to go before the break. Shot clock is off. And now, look at the pace and the space for Samuel. He's rapid, mate. He's electric. He's like a Tesla. It's Samuel! Come on! And she popped the Tesla, now she's going electric. Does that make sense? Do Teslas go fast? I don't know. I've never been inside one. I have no idea about cars, by the way. I don't know how to drive. I passed my provisional test, but I failed my driving test. I don't think I'll ever drive, to be honest. I don't know if that reference makes sense. Do Teslas go quick? I know they're expensive. But anyway, oh well, Samuel, great through ball. Do Teslas play great through balls? I don't know. It's Cox. Finds Samuel, whose shot's deflected, and it drops behind for a corner. Come on, Milan. Gotta see this out. 3 points will be huge. And just what the doctor ordered. Watch that pass inside, watch that pass inside. Just jockey. Don't allow him to work it in. Just jockey. Oh, how has that gone in? I mean, the defence there is fine. Like, I'm not giving any opening for a little ball inside. And all they can do is shoot. I have to point the fingers at Mike for that one now. I mean, I know he's bailed me out a few times this season, but to me, it's not a great angle for the replay, but I think to me, he probably should have saved that. Come on, man. Come on. Form has always been, as far as I'm concerned, far too overpowered, and EA needs to tone it down. 3 straight games without a win, and that amazing winning streak has now been ended and stopped completely. It's not good enough. Final game will end on this clash. No wins in our last 3. Now Sassuolo at home, where only a win will put us back in the top 4. Big contest to end on. Oh, it's horrible. Absolutely horrible when you're on a run like this, because you just like, the things that start happening don't normally happen when you're a good run are just so common now. Like, there's always space for, you know, the opposition to move into. The marking of your AI teammates when you're not controlling them is so, you know, poor and not tight enough. You know, your finishes go wayward, your passes go wayward, and it's like, it shouldn't be this strong, you know? Like, it really shouldn't. I just, one day, I just wish the EA would say, do you know what, like, FIFA career mode for the best part of a decade now has been getting a lot of criticism online, and it seems as though people don't really enjoy playing it that much. Doxy boy, would you like a job as creative director? And I'll be like, yes, finally! Come on, I can fix this game mode, just give me the reins, man. Because in its current format as it is, there's just too many things wrong with it, you know? It's so frustrating. But unfortunately, got to live with that just being a fantasy at this current moment, you know? As C1s gets away. Oh, how has Babega missed? Scalvi, that's yours, mate. Win him. And can I squeeze that through the gap? Yes, there we go. Now we've got 5 white shirts that are in that area. And now that I've broken away from them, if we just get the right movement, this should be an easy goal. Just had to work the space behind it. Okay, alright, 7 minutes after the restart, fired the boys up in the break, and we're back on level terms. But a draw at this stage feels like a defeat. We need a return to winning ways. We've got to flip this script and turn this game on its head. We found a leveler early, now let's find a goal to get in front. Yarimina, shut down. It does get away as Dodo. I'm not going to give him an inch here to play it forward. Come on. Come on. Yes! The short king to the rescue. Milan in front. Come on, come on, come on. In front for the first time. Let's not throw this lead away here. Oh my God, you just don't be doing that, please, mate, because there was no need. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on! Back to winning ways, come on! A tough, grueling victory coming from behind, but a win is a win, and we return to winning ways after none in 3, just what we needed to stay in the top 4 race. But that will end today's episode of the EA FC Career, guys. So big thank you for watching. Really hope you have enjoyed today's episode. If you have, then please do drop a like. Much love to you all. Have a fantastic day, and we will return in the next episode with a big one. 40 million in the budget with deadline day right around the corner. More clashes in the Serie A. We'll have the draw for the last 16 in the, for the Europa League, sorry, and we'll also have our first Coppa Italia clash against Sassuolo once more. Thanks for watching. Much love, and I'll see you for the next episode very soon.